Right, now then, I'm going to start the next picture in our Robert Rauschenberg image, and what I'm looking at using today is the ballpoint pen. Obviously we have the black pen, but we also have coloured pens as well, so I'm going to use a mixture of these to develop a version of this picture. And as you can see, I've just started to sketch out the basic image here, and if you're not feeling confident enough, you can always start by sketching out the image in pencil. That's not a problem at all, but I'm feeling a bit brave, so I'm going to go straight in using the ballpoint pen. A lot of people say you can't draw using a pen. Well, you can quite easily. You don't have to press on hard to start with, and I just started with this nose, and basically I've built up the image coming around here and then coming back down there. I'm not taking too much care with it, being quite scribbly actually in the way that I'm using the pen, but I find it gives quite a nice finish to the picture by doing that. So we've worked from the main face of the soldier, and then we come round to the little girl, must be his daughter, who is giving a peck to, and get her hair up there. We see it joins into the nook of the nose there, and then we can get the soldier's helmet coming round here. Now once you've got it sketched out, then the real beauty of the pen comes into being, because what you're going to be doing is we're going to be adding shading, working with the light and the dark to show where the shadow is and where the light part is. And basically what you're going to do is, if you look where there's a light area, you start by just doing these little parallel lines like so. But what you then do, if you want it darker, you then go over it in a different direction. And can you see there how that starts to get a little bit darker? If you want it darker still, you go over it in another direction. This method is called cross-hatching, and we can get lighter bits. If you don't want it quite as dark, you don't put as much pressure with your pen as you're putting that detail on. Again, rather like shading, it's scribbling, but scribbling with care. And again, we don't do a massive area, we build it up out of small scribbles. So there, we want it going darker, so we go over in a different direction, and you just gradually build up the detail by doing this cross-hatching in different ways. So you build it up like that, and you'll gradually get the whole face on there. I want to just check that this is working. Yep. You might want to, you know, there's nothing to stop you adding a little bit of colour in there. So we might want to put the medium tones, so the ones that are not super dark, you might want to do the medium tone in the pink, and then once you've got that on, if you want to get the really dark, oh, I'm going to put a little bit up there actually, a tiny little bit up there, yeah, like that, that's good. And then when it goes even darker, we can then go over it with that one. That adds a little bit of interest, makes it a little bit more interesting to work with. And just remember to keep changing the direction that your pen is going in to start creating these really dark areas on your picture. And you will slowly but surely, this is then going to go darker down here, you slowly but surely build up a picture, and you'll see that yes, you actually can produce a pretty decent picture using pen and ink, what it is basically, but it is using an everyday biro pen. You don't need fancy expensive equipment to produce art, not at all. So what I'll do again as usual, we'll play the rest of the video and get really into it there and start using the green for the uniform, which is what it would be. But I'll play the video just to show you how this carries on and we end up with the final end product. Okay, there we go.